Home from work. Hour and a half early. Hell yeah. There you go. Ciao a tutti. Yes, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah. We're gonna, continue trying to fix stuff as I am continuing to try and do. Is it? It's so. There it is. I've got that in there. I need you. By the way, is working? Are things working? I can't tell. Okay, that works. Sure. Anyway, hi. I'm here. Trying to stay alive at the moment. Everybody having a good day? I so yeah, last night I didn't sleep well because I had a whole bunch of acid reflux because Izzy wanted pizza for her birthday dinner because we don't do pizza a lot these days. And yeah, that just pissed my stomach off to no end. And so like my throat was like burning in the middle of the night because like literally the acid reflux going straight up into my neck. And so yeah, that was no fun. But I'm here.
Total of cheese oil, legendary for its ability to lubricate both gears and bad decisions. Worth it, I suppose.
Kind of worth it. Yeah. It's actually more the tomato. The tomatoes, with all the acidity that tomatoes have. That's usually what kind of does it. Popular. This bot wants me to be popular. And now he's gonna get banned because he really sucks. Bye-bye. But yes, hello. Wouldn't help much with pizza, but if you sneak in some baking soda into tomato sauce, it helps with the acid reflux. I mean, if I was making my own pizza, that would definitely help, but it's all right. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I can proudly say right now that I did finish my sponsor video. Woo! So the Fi-Fine video will go live on Monday. We're gonna try posting videos on Monday and see what happens with that. But the fact that I was able to do that entire video in 36 hours, it was very encouraging. Oh yeah, kick people, always acting a fool. It's gonna happen. Lemon flavored antacid from Italy. I don't know about that. Told me after my esophagus was swelling from acid reflux. Yeah, I know I have GERD. That's one of the issues I have is GERDs. I've been doing better with it, especially since we have really been focusing on meal preparation and making sure that we're like looking at what we're cooking and everything. So I haven't really had too many issues. It was the first time in a long while.
Prerequisite for entry into the Twitch halls of fame or infamy, depending on perspective.
Yeah, it's true. Ouch. Hello, Sassy. Welcome on in. Y'all Twitch folks can act fools too. Yes, but not spammy spam. Let me make you famous. That you're not really going to do. You're just trying to soak money out of me. Fuck that. Getting the kiddo ready to get her 2 lower primary. Ooh. Have fun with that. That's something I got. Oh, God. That's something I got to do is make dentist's appointments. Let me make you sus. Yes. Do it. I want to be very suspicious, yeah.
Ah, the classic cry for fuel, be it literally or metaphorically. Sounds like someone is fully geared for chaos.
It's like it's in an old school pill bottle, and some people put it in cold water and say it tastes like lemon lime soda. That does not surprise me. Italians very much like the palate cleansing of lemon, so that lines up, yeah. I'm a foot model? I am? Who's been taking pictures of my feet? I haven't taken pictures of my feet in a long time. I want the gas! She wants to be high as a kite by then. Yeah. See, for me, it wasn't ice cream. I liked mashed potatoes more. Like, the fact that, like when I got my wisdom teeth out, I straight up was just all over mashed potatoes. I'm like, just give me mashed potatoes. Again, I am a bit carb crazy. So that's the reason why, like, I have a big belly. Yes. A rocket man. Rocket man. Burning out his fumes out here. Alone. Now, of course, we could also do Tambourine Man. Mr. Tambourine Man! Wouldn't a flirt person be a pet? Sort of, but no. I don't want to use that. I would not want to use that term right now, considering all the things going on. Just doesn't seem like the right time to you know... Doesn't seem like it's an appropriate time to be saying such a thing. I mean, come on. Look at how much of a joke our country is right now. Creepy stuff happening. These days, shit, it's been creepy shit happening for decades. Going back to even before I was born. Like, that's just... Yeah, the timing, not so good. Could be better. Could be better. Round 2. I'm going to partake in some Frankenfurters. Yeah. Seriously, the fact that this is a limited run makes me sad. This shit is fucking delicious. Yes, wildly far into the past, yeah. It also branches all around the world. Like, it's kind of hard not to talk about all that and how fucking insane it all is. Like, it's just hard not to think about. It's very hard to not just want to rant for hours on it. You think Adobe ever regret their file extension name? No, I don't think they do. I think that they go, you know what? If people are misusing it, that's on them. We came up with that name first. we came out, or not that name. We came up with that acronym first. So you can't take that from us. We had it first. No, this is Patrick. You got coffee? I'll trade you a Snickers bar for a cup of coffee. I've got a coffee bar over here. So, like, this is the first house I've ever had where we actually legit have a coffee bar. Like, this little hallway right here has a little, like, semi-bar kind of thing built there. And so we were like, cool, that's where our coffee's going. Because we don't drink alcohol hardly anymore. Like, we don't do it as much as we used to. Right, like we've gotten old, but like, so we're just gonna put our coffee there, and then the alcohol we're just gonna put in the cabinets, and it'll all be fine. I'm actually not even worried about my kids trying to go after alcohol because, I mean, they've seen what happens with alcohol. They understand it, and they don't want any part of it. At least now they don't. We'll see. Ah, shit. Donkeys, animated music video. Oh, jeez. What now? Yes, learn the sussy ways. Hey, man, that's what I look like on the beach. Shit! Now I know! What? What in the... Huh? What in the fuck did we just watch? I'm confused too. I'm not sure I understand. Yo, Detroit. How's it going, man? Peak cinema? Sure. In prison? Sorry. Wife's been like marathoning Friends before bed, and so like there's gonna be certain times where that's just gonna come into my head. Okay, stream title updater. Why does this look like it's a different? Because it is. Ah, there we go. Let me do an update all. Oh crap. All right, nope, we're not gonna update. Hang on, I'm trying to work. I got Nutty's stream title updater. I'm trying to use that to understand like what I can do for like, you know, trying to make it easier on myself is essentially what it is. How much did Jayster pay you to redeem that? That's a good question. Been playing Arc Raiders, man. I have not played Arc Raiders mainly because I don't have the $40 at the moment to buy it. And that's we just finished 2 birthdays in less than a week, so I'm a little on the broke side, waiting for a paycheck to come in and save me at least a little bit. I do want to play it sometime because it looks like it's a lot of fun. My wife watched the whole series in a week a couple years ago because they said it was taking off Netflix and never been watched it for nothing. Oh yeah, it's on HBO Max right now, and so that's where we're watching it. And we got that. The only reason we have Max is because Disney was doing a deal where you could get Disney Plus and Max combined for like, I think it was like $20 a month. So I was like, cool, we doing that. Just a little bit. It's addicting as fuck. I've heard. Oh, YouTube's giving me the warning that they may be. I've got the warning that you triggered a copyright, Sparky. Good job. It's okay. I'm not really worried because they never do anything that I never get anything that's really bad. Like they haven't destroyed my channel over copyright stuff yet, so I think we're okay. Oh, that's all right. Again, don't worry. It's something that I'm trying to figure out what to do. And one of the things is, and I've been considering it. I don't want to, but I've been considering getting the Atom stream suite so that way I can have like different canvases. And so when you guys do redeem when you do redeem the YouTube, Mystery YouTube Theater, YouTube would stay the same. Like it wouldn't change to that screen, but like Twitch and Kick would. So, it's something I have been considering. I'm not sure if I want to do it because I did load it into like my main setup. I backed it up, of course, backed up my main setup. And then I installed it to give it a test, and things ran so slow and things were so kind of, I don't know. The functionality was really weird. And so I'm like, maybe it's not really ready for a stream like mine. Like maybe it needs more refinement before I can do something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. I finally figured out bits, kind of. Hey, there you go. That's okay. I figure stuff out by playing with it. That's how it works. But so today, I do have to make sure I am out of this house by no later than 1 p.m. my time. And that's because Izzy is getting an award at school. I don't know what award she's getting, but she's getting an award. Ah, it's a major award. Maybe it'll be a bowling alley. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to be a good dad. I'm going to go. Kristen can't make it to it because she's currently up in the mountain. I think, or a mountain. I don't know which mountain, but she's up in a mountain, skiing with her group and everything. So yeah, sets tax dollars at work right there. No, they're doing it because they've completed a lot of the tasks that they've been needing to do and everything. So this is the boss man's way of saying, hey, let's go celebrate. Let's have some time together. And so they're up there skiing. They're like 2 hours away. And Kristen's like, yeah, I'm not going to make it in time. I'm like, it's whatever. I'll be there. It'll be okay. I have never been skiing either. Doesn't appeal to me. Ah! Yes, you totally scared me. But yeah, so I've got that going on that I want to make sure that, I'm there for Izzy. And then I've got to manage the chaos of doing that and then getting back here in time for when Emma gets home. So that way nobody, is like, oh my God, an 8-year-old is in the house by herself. It's like, shh, my kid's fine. Like, really, I don't worry about Emma being in the house by herself. All she's gonna do is like if she comes home by herself, she'll walk in the door, she'll get herself a snack. Once she's done with her snack, she'll go upstairs and start playing Fortnite. That's literally what she'll do. Skiing sounds scary. Slipping on ice at work is bad enough. That's fair. I live 5 minutes from a ski slope. Lived here 46 years. Never been. I don't really have any interest in skiing. Snowboarding would probably be the only way you could get me to do that. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm not an outdoors kind of person. I don't like going out and doing outdoor activities. It's not my thing. It's not anything I've ever really, doing. It's not me. I'm not an outdoors guy. That's just how it is. Ooh, an uncommon peekabut. Look at you. Yeah, I'm not a people. Yeah.
Introverted warriors of the digital realm, perfecting the art of social interaction, from a safe distance of pixels and plasma.
Okay. I want to start riding my bike before it starts getting hot out. I have a bike, but man, it was one that I got in a hurry, and it's uncomfortable as fuck. I need to get if I'm gonna have a bike, I need one that I can actually ride and be comfortable riding. Of course, a lot of it is anymore. It's just my back. Like they have you hunching over on most of these bikes, and I'm like, I can't do that anymore. I need to be like, freaking chopper style on a bicycle, so that way I can keep my back upright. I love outdoor activities and trapped inside every day. So see, like you're the opposite of me. For me, it would be, I don't like outdoor activities, but that would be the only thing available to me. I honestly would probably not survive before electricity, really. My mind went to ice skates on boots as a solution. I like ice skating. I will do ice skating. I will do rollerblading. Those I'm actually okay with. But like, I don't know. It's just most outdoor activities. Hello, wretched. Welcome on in. I don't know. There's very few things I like to outdoor do. Family bonding. And that's the reason why I go out is for family bonding. They always want to go out and do things, and so I go out and do things because that's what they want to do. I roll with it. I like to have feet firmly on the ground. Yeah, I'm pretty much that way. The only reason I'm okay in an airplane is because I have taught myself how to identify, like, when it's not an okay time on an airplane. I've gotten better about it because, when you get to like turbulence and it feels like you're dropping a whole bunch, one thing that definitely helps me is having the screen on in front of you where it'll tell you your altitude. And that has helped me because it's like when you start going through turbulence and everything and you see that like your altitude has only changed like 10 feet. It's like, okay, we'll be fine.
Sir, this is your 5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
I would like to pick up ice skating again. Been over 2 decades. You should do it. That is definitely something that we did a lot in Alaska. The girls really liked it. They weren't that great at ice skating, but they enjoyed it, and they actually got out there and tried and everything. And I enjoyed it. It reminded me of the times when I was younger and I didn't mind being outdoors and doing things. It reminded me of the times that my friends and I would like try to play hockey, but we sucked at it. So my feet have more times than not hang off the chair because I'm widow and can't reach the floor. That's kind of like Kristen. Yeah, the little. Oh boy, I'm on an airplane. plane. Woo! Look at me, I fly. Hello, Mysterious Star. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Good to see you in here. We used to have an ice skating rink here in South Florida called Planet Ice. It was awesome. Sadly, it shut down. See, that just sucked. Oh no, we haven't really done much here in Washington. A lot of it is, I honestly think, in some respects, Kristen is being very sensitive to me after Mom and Dad both passed. I think she's just kind of letting me just chill. Mysterious Stars from A Delights community. Oh, okay. Well, welcome on in. Always good to have people who cross from, do the cross community stuff. A Delight is such a great dude. He really is. Oh my God. Like I was introduced to him as, it's me with a much calmer personality. I may or may not have heard of you because of him. Hey, and that's cool. He's again, super cool dude. Love him. I feel bad that I don't get around to as many people's streams as I want to. Because I'm trying to make all this work so much that I focus so hard on it that I tend to forget. Like, oh yeah, I can still work and watch streams at the same time. Met him earlier this week. Oh, really? I never introduced you to him. Oh my God, dude, the guy's cool. I love what, especially when it gets into like Mario Party and everything, because I mean, those are games that are just fun. But one thing he does that I keep telling myself I need to do, but it just doesn't fit my chaotic personality, is he'll actually have like, these are the goals while we're streaming. So like he thinks about, what he's doing, and he goes, this is the goals we're going to try and achieve. And that's what I feel like I need to do more of. The problem for me is I am so chaotic minded and I bounce from thing to thing so quickly that I can't focus on those things. Both of you are anxious peeps. He's a younger version of you. And that's okay. ADHD moment. See, and that's the thing. I have asked multiple times. I've been in therapy and all that stuff for different things. And I'm like, are you guys sure I'm not ADHD? And they're like, no, because you can focus on tasks. You are capable of being very sporadic, and you're able to focus, and you can choose when you do that. I'm like, but I very much feel like ADHD. Like there's so many things of that just feel like me.
This is a reminder that ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them.
Boo! Oh well, at least we have something fun to do while ads are playing. That doesn't mean you're not ADHD. Yeah, I'm not officially diagnosed as such. We'll just leave it at that. Well, and I have a belief. Hang on. First, let's figure out what video game character we got, and then we'll go from there. Who's that? Who's that with a big stick in his hand? Ook, I don't even know. I feel like this is from a game series I don't play. I don't know. There's no shell on the back side. Is that a stick in your pocket? You just pleased to see me. Always pleased to see you, barbecue. Oh, yeah. I'm officially diagnosed ADHD, but let me tell you, I get ADHD vibes. Hi, Sita. Foot soldier? No, I don't. I mean, the toes look kind of clawish, so I don't think it's a foot soldier. ADHD can and does mean you hyper focus on something like crazy. Okay, so maybe I do have ADHD. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. The kittens have 41 days till what? All right, who is this? Oh my God, Rick Taylor. Oh my God, now I feel stupid as hell. It's from one of my favorite video game franchises. Oh my God. That is, if I remember right, the Splatterhouse 3 version of him. Oh my God, I feel dumb. I should have known. I'm starting to think ADD, ADHD is on a spectrum like the autism spectrum. Everybody falls somewhere on it. It's possible. It very much is possible. Been raising kittens from 10 days. Aww. I love having kittens. Other than the last time I was around kittens, they were my sister's. And my sister, because she lives on a farm, everybody just likes to drop off just cats. Like they abandon cats in front of my sister's house all the time. So my sister is literally a crazy cat lady without even trying. But she had kittens that were like, they were jerks. They'd come up and they'd swat you. I'm like, really? What? It's the pose. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I've honestly been thinking about pulling out Splatterhouse for the PlayStation 3. Pulling that back out. Because one of my favorite things about the Splatterhouse remake that they did was the fact that the Terror Mask is voiced by Jim Cummings, who does the voice of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and so many others. And when he sits and makes fun of you and like curses at you, it's so much more hilarious. I was 32 when I was diagnosed. I had a therapist who kept tabs on me for every session on how much hyperactivity I was doing on fixated topics. I'd come back to things I wanted to talk about and not what she wanted to talk about. So I would space out when it bored me. But I would get so happy when it was my time to talk about my stuff. Maybe that's it. Maybe I might be. I think Ellie and I, like, we have some very similar things with our brains, which is why I understand her so easily. It's hard because baby bottles in 3 hours. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Little kitties and needing that attention. Yeah, it can be difficult. Okay, so when I bring that up. Okay, so camera dupe is how I'm doing back. Okay. And then if I take off this, okay. I'm just trying to remember where I'm at here and how I set things up. You got to forgive me here. Eating paste and using litter box. Yay! But that. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like kittens. I don't like cats, but I like kittens. Because baby things are cute. When they grow up is when they're not so cute. They're going to new houses. Aw, good. That's good. I love Streamer.bot. Me too! A bit too much. Pretty much my entire stream is run with Streamer.bot. And then I build stuff for Streamer.bot because I can't help myself. My overcompensation is giving eye contact, but I am not retaining info. I just want to see. The thing is I'll retain the info. And the reason it became a survival tactic for me, that I had to memorize quickly. And it was just something that was always there. I had to memorize things quickly. So even when I'm like half paying attention, I'm still memorizing stuff. And that's it. It was a survival technique. And I found out it was a survival technique through my therapy. My old lady cat has 17 years. Woo! Kitty hanging in there. That's awesome. Go Kitty. Okay, where's as my title says, I really do want to get like stuff with stream fog figured out, set up. I want you guys to be able to play with it. So that is something I wanted
A
to do.
golf cart ride. How gloriously leisurely, embracing the outdoors with all the grace of a slow-motion video editor. Enjoy.
Yeah, have fun on a golf cart. I love golf carts. I want a golf cart, but I can't afford one. We really take care of our guys. That's good. Here's something to think about. I'm not lazy, but if I know I'm not going to get a dopamine hit from a task, I don't want to do it. I want to get that dopamine hit and only things that I know I do without hesitation. So like that's me and exercising. It's supposed to give you a dopamine hit. For me, it doesn't. It makes me angry. Like working out legitimately makes me angry. But if I'm having to do a crap ton of physical exertion to like complete a project of some sort, there's an actual tangible outcome, then I'm okay with it. So like when we were out in California for Christmas, there was that rain that was coming through Southern California, and it was like straight up like supposedly flood-like and all that. And so we needed to prepare for my mother-in-law's horses, make sure that they weren't going to get, flooded in their stalls and everything. So I went out and I was digging a trench to basically divert the rainwater away. And so like I was working my butt off and I'm sweating like crazy and everything. And Kristen's like, see, this is good exercise. I'm like, yes, it is good exercise. And this is stuff I don't mind because at the end, there is a positive impact. That's not me. It's something else that has a positive impact. And so I'm okay working out in that respect. If it benefits me, I don't care about it. But if it benefits other things, hey, let's do it. I don't understand why I work that way, but as long as it benefits somebody else, I'm happy. I wish I made sense. I think that's the thing I have to say right now is I wish I made sense. Why is it using PowerShell? I know it updated, but why is it using PowerShell? Same, yeah. I mean, it just, I don't know.
Same, the universal language of agreement, spoken fluently by everyone on the internet. Truly, a masterpiece of communication.
Okay. That's right. It is currently off. So, all right, we're going to work on like figuring out how I want to build this. So we do have the old man one. I did get that done. And it did not
the affirmation of truth, like a pleasant nod in a world of chaos. Care to elaborate on this
it did
profound
work.
epiphany?
Right? Did it work? What actually has worked? Nothing? Maybe it didn't broadcast correct. Well, the UDP broadcasted correctly. I can't tell because of where OBS is sitting. I guess it's not. Maybe I screwed something up. Wait, is Bork not going off? Bork is thinking about it. Oh, because I've still got Old Man running. Old Man River. Eater Stevie Nibby Bork, Bork, Bork. Okay, so.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure about anything. Base scan copy. Yeah, okay, that's right.
Fondness in the chaos. It's like cherishing that one pixelated background that somehow never goes out of style.
Okay, so that wasn't enabled. one of my favorite tracks from Vidiot, besides some metal tracks. I really have really been enjoying his synthwave stuff. Like, out of all his stuff, the synthwave stuff is what I really, really like. Okay. So this was the non-green screen on. Where did I put the main one? Oh, main code right here. All right, let's take a look because something didn't happen that should have happened. Non-green screen on should have turned on the stream fog cam, but it did not. So why didn't it? Recompile, yeah.
DMCA free music, the holy grail for streamers. Because nothing says fun like avoiding legal disasters while jamming out.
You can pin that to, well, here, I'll pin it for you. I primarily use Streamer.bot for basic commands and interactive stuff, and then you and Delight take it to another level. I have taken it to obscene levels. I very much fit in with a lot of the main participants in the Streamer.bot Discord because I love to come up with the most extravagant and ridiculous stuff I can think of. So like this one, the goal, so it should execute the method to turn the non-green screen on. So it should be doing this. Then it should send to me to an old man. I'm going to change this from bits and channel points. We're going to have to create its own queue. Oh my God. Okay, so for this queue, we're going to call it, it's going to be the stream fog queue. I'm going to keep it on its own. I think that would just work better because then not everything else gets wound up, like all backed up and everything. Yes, lizard. Let me go ahead and change this one too. Ta-da. Okay, let's test this again, see if it's going to fire off correctly. I know I need a FAP command. I know. You guys got to help me find like a good sound for it. See, it's not triggering this. Oh, you know what? You want to bet. It's because we're not getting a connection. Maybe I need to turn the preview off first. That popped up. I think that's the one thing I hate is that they always make you agree every time you have to start it up, which gets annoying. Meanwhile, my most complicated Streamer.bot action was to deactivate a source in OBS if multiple other sources were also deactivated. Well, yeah. You start out with small stuff. I did. What? I've been with Streamer.bot for what, 3 years? 4 years? I can't even remember. And I started out small. I started literally with just, here's a video file, turn it on, turn it off. That's all I did for a while. And then I started expanding and experimenting. And so I've actually made stuff that runs completely on what's in Streamer.bot without any code whatsoever, and it functions. So like the one channel point redeem, I have the silent movie redeem, which I still need to work on fixing that. Like that's all, like none of that is coded. That's what good mac and cheese sounds like. Ah. Lizard will never not look like not fapping. But see, then I'll just make a video of the lizard just rapidly. Wait, 2 years, 5 years for what? What did I miss? Five years of what? Fapping? You've been fapping for 5 years? So that's some American Pie 2 tantric shit right there. StreamerBot, yeah. I can't wrap my head around code, so all my actions are built without it. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, like, here, I'll show it real quick, because it is important to know that there is nothing wrong. Like, you should never feel bad.
A delightful tonic for the chaos. It's like adding a dash of spice to a bland digital stew. What was the punchline?
You're the punchline, Felix. Whoa! But that was funny. My wrist hurts. Well, there are ways to make sure it doesn't. Anyway, so this right here, that's Silent Stream. Literally, this is just one channel point redeem that I built. But this is all built to run, and not a single bit of code runs in this. It is all built with just straight up tools and StreamerBot. And it literally, it just takes time and really understanding, what you want it to do. And I mean, I do a lot of this stuff as a challenge to myself to see if I can do it. And so the more I can go, all right, how far can I take this? How far can I go? It helps me understand how to code a lot better. That's I think what the big thing has been, is that I can literally sit and read code and understand what it's saying. Now, writing it is completely a different story. I am terrible at writing code, but I sure as fuck can read it, and I can change stuff around and be good with that. But yeah, when it comes to actually writing it from scratch, I am a nightmare. So the first thing I built was this ad manager, and this was when I would bring up movie scenes and everything. And I mean, literally just building it to be something that, it runs. That was a big thing. The only thing I had to use code on for was to actually get guesses to be correct without horrible results. So we had some really horrible
results. Practical talent, like being a chef in a bakery while all the pies explode in your face. Digital learning curve.
The action no longer exists because I kept updating my layout in ways that made this action more complicated to update and maintain. And this action had to run every 5 seconds, and 99.9% of the time did absolutely nothing. That's one of the difficult things, is I have written so much. I mean, my StreamerBot is so crowded with stuff that it's almost impossible for me to go, okay, I'm gonna just sit and change everything on my stream. I'd have to start from square one and do it again. And I have thought about it, because I mean, there's a lot of things that I probably don't use anymore, and I'm sure if I cleaned up things and built a new OBS, I'm sure my PC would be very happy to know that I'm fixing things for it. I envy that a lot, because I am so good at anything practical, but computer stuff is very difficult for me to learn and understand. I mean, I won't lie, I use ChatGPT a lot to help me really get things to work. I know what I want. I know how to lay it out. I know how to plan it. I know how to do everything. It's just writing out every single line of code I'm garbage at. I know I'm garbage at. So I have ChatGPT actually helping me out to do the coding. The thing is when you use ChatGPT or any other AI, it very much gets itself confused. It gets in its own way. And so you have to be very diligent and very understanding of what's going on. And so I can sit and be like, look, you screwed this up, you screwed this up, you screwed this up. You fix it by doing this, and this. And anything I change and do, I provide back to it so it can stay on the same level as me. And, I'm like, look, this is where I'm at with the code. I added this, I added this, I added this, I added this. What I need you to do is see if that makes sense in the context. And then it'll be like, okay, well, you did these things good. So you have to think of, and this is where I know a lot of people fail. when it comes to using AI for doing something like coding, you have to treat it as if it is as dumb as you when you don't know coding that well. Like, you have to assume it doesn't know anything. And so it because you have to think of it in that collaborative sense where you're going to think of things it won't. It'll think of things that you won't. But you have to be able to take control and be like, this is the project. Do not steer away from the project, because it will absolutely steer away from the project. I have no problems, you know, I don't have problems with AI in using it as a tool for overall benefit. I also have it helping me like understand why it did things. So I'll be like, why did you take this approach? And it'll explain why it took that approach. And, you know, that's how I also learn that there's multiple ways to approach different problems. So, you know, I learn a lot from it, but I also keep in mind it's a tool and I have to treat it as a tool. And, you know, as long as it's doing something productive, we're good. It's when we get stuff like Brock generating stuff. That's where I have a problem with AI. Yeah, and that's exactly it. See, me, I'm still trying to figure out HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. CSS, I think I've got for the most part. HTML, totally, I understand the structure, not exactly how to write it. JavaScript, that's where I start getting a little lost because the language and the syntax of it is just so different from what I'm used to with C#. And so it's a learning curve. So, you know, it's one of those things that you just spend the time. You know, I've been using ChatGPT. It teaches me stuff. And, you know, because I'll be like, I don't understand a damn thing you just did. Why did you do that this way? Walk me through this. And it'll explain stuff. And then I keep being curious and ask questions. And it makes it easier for me to understand where it was trying to go. And then I have to go, cool, this is what we need to pull it back. We need to scale it back. We need to make sure we're, doing this. So normally pose a question to it and then try, play. And if it works, great. If not, circle around. Yeah. And I do that a lot. My achievement system, it's still not finished because as I have worked with it and we've, numerous different times running through it and everything, there's just always something that isn't lining up, where I'm always finding stuff that isn't lining up. And a lot of that is because ChatGPT likes to change the names of shit sometimes. And if you're not paying attention, that's where things can go really awry. That's the other thing that pisses me off. You'll name variables and everything, and then it's like, cool, I decided to rename the variables. So that's why my song creator is running a batch file. That's actually a smart idea. I've thought about doing something like a song creator, but I'm just like, not for me. Okay, I don't understand. Let me turn this one on. Okay, so that works, but the one in the actual nested scene isn't working? No, it's there. So wait, okay. Right screen.
Sir, this is
Right
your
screen.
5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
So in OBS, it works. Stream fog's on, it's working. It is not translating going up in the scene nesting. Why? Why is it not translating up? Because, hang on. Oh. Because we got to turn this on and turn that off. Okay, maybe. All right, let me put this in studio mode. Let's go back to here. Go up. Okay, stream fog did turn off. So the problem seems to be... Okay, red mirror does what? It's a clone of this. I'm trying to remember what we did, how we did. Because I'm very confused. I think the way I built this, I think I need to take a different approach. So what if I do a scene? Here, I need you guys to help me talk this out. AI scares me to even use. It's not bad. You just have to know what you just have to understand what you're getting into with it. Like if it knows my name because I uploaded something and it got my name from it. And so it knows my name, but I just was like, look, I just don't want you to use my name. It creeps me out. And it's like, cool. And it hasn't since. So wrong source? Well, sort of. It's the setup I did on this. So let me, I know I still have this in the notepad. Okay. So this is what I had done before is we did for the face cam, no background removal. And since I got rid of red mirror, but it's still there, just keeping it that way. That one is going to have the background removal. And that's the virtual camera output. If it's something with a green screen, disable the background removal on the red mirror. Then on the stream fog cam part of it, we do the background removal on that. And disable the red mirror. See, I feel like I'm complicating this in a way that maybe I think I'm overcomplicating it, is really what it comes down to. I really don't like AI. I'm very much against it, but I work in music, the arts. As a productivity tool, though, I am certainly learning and seeing its uses that I'm okay with. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I don't use AI to generate, anything creative, so to speak. So, like, I don't have it generating art. Unless it's like really dumb stuff that I'm just like, I just want to see what it'll do. So like when I decided I want to see what it would look like if we had RoboCop and Alien combine into a really cool action movie, except it's done in the 1920s. I was like, I just want to see what that looks like. That's really the only time I'll use it to do image generation. I don't use it for anything. I just like to create really ridiculous scenarios and see it just to see what it comes up with, because I may find it fucking hilarious. That's really it. Are you supposed to use StreamFog's virtual cam? So yes, with StreamFog, you do use a virtual cam. Like it has a virtual cam to it. Center screen. So this is like the setup. So here, like, yes, I have the webcam and I can turn on the preview.
That ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please.
I don't think it's going to do it. Oh, there it is. It's going to be a little buggy, but it basically is taking the virtual camera from OBS that I set as basically the camera there. And then it's basically taking my camera that you see here, bouncing it to StreamFog, and then StreamFog bounces it back as another source. That's basically what we're doing. What I may do instead. Who the hell is that? A death? Is it? Ooh, Alucard may be a good guess. There is Castlevania in there. Cuckoo the Clown? No! Screw
Cuckoo the
clowns.
Clown are a classic. Just remember, clowns may be funny, but the real joke is when they try to fix your tech issues.
Oh no, it was Dracula. So you were close. Why did I double post? That was weird. You had the game right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to... So the difficulty comes with the fact that I'm using the NVIDIA... NVIDIA background removal. That's what I was trying to think of. The issue is coming with the fact that I try to give you guys options to where, like, if you do, you know, where we can switch things up and do this, you know, where you guys can see, and then we can also do this. And so that complicates what I'm trying to do. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to create a new, no. I feel like I need to create a completely new source. Or not a new source, but maybe I need to do a scene. A straight up scene. Well, no, because the problem with scene nesting is it seemed like it didn't want to come through. So, like, if we are... Let me take it out of studio mode. Okay, so I have the stream fog and there. And then if I activate a lens... So, see, it's not coming through. Then if I go into studio mode... Right screen. So, see, like, it's not wanting to come through onto the main screen. Because this is just a nested scene that this one is picking up. Because we're in here. Oh, that's Facecam copy. Oh, so why is Facecam copy coming up? And that's off. Oh! It's because of the... Oh, okay. So if I did... Wait, where did it go? It was there, wasn't it? Oh, I'm... Okay. So if I take that off, just that. Okay. But if I was to switch to the real... And then it's gone. So it comes down with real and OG, those filters. If I do go back to OG, oh, if I would spell it right. Okay. Because it's not bringing that back. So when we... Okay. Okay, so this is the clone isn't working. Source clone. Scheiße. Okay. So that's where the problem is. let me think. Let me think. Let me think. 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 Let me think. Let me think. Let me think. 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 Digga-doo. 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 So on S chat, because this is all center screen. This here, all of this, is only focused on the nested camera scene. It does not do anything when it comes to other things in the chatting scene. That's why am I an onion? Because it's good to it helps me see what I'm looking at. It helps me understand what I'm doing. I mean, if that makes you uncomfortable, we can do something different. Yeah, see, that one isn't going to work because those are green screen ones. So the rules are correct. The original rules I've written are correct. It is a matter of then what I added in when it comes to real versus not real. And I've got to fix that. Me likey the onion. No, I thought you were borked for a moment. Yes. Nothing says borked like an onion. Yeah, because the onion head doesn't use the green screen, so that pops up without issue. So, where the other ones have green screen, which is stupid, but whatever. That's another thing that always pisses me off is when it's like, you can do this without a green screen, but we're going to force you to use a green screen. Why? Why do you have to be a dick? Okay, so now that I understand where the problem is, question is, how do I want to solve it? So, all right, let me go. When we do OG, comes on, and that's fine. It's when I switch to real. So, let me look real quick before that. What did I put? I think I put this under OBS controls. Right? I don't know. No. Yes. Digital background. Here we go. Okay, so right now we're on this one. Okay. Then if I was to do the real background, what would happen if I take off face cam copy on? What if we disable that part? Because maybe I don't need that. Maybe I don't need that. Let me see. Oh, that's why that exists. Got it. Okay. Now I understand. Now I understand why I have that. Okay. Okay. So what we would need to do then is if we're enabling stream fog in any way, we need to take face cam copy off.
Dressing as a ringmaster? Surely that's the perfect way to manage the circus that is your work life. Just don't lose the lions.
So I had to dress as the ringmaster Jeremy Halco for something I'm doing here at work. Oh, really? And what was that? Let me know. Okay. What's interesting is if I was to do, let's see, this would be camera, go to C. C! Camera Elgato. Kapow. So now that would be correct. Now you can't tell the difference. Okay, now, what happens? Happy onion. Happy juice. Go to real. Okay. Let me take off the onion head. Now, let's do the chat. Okay. And if I turn this on, okay. No, okay, okay. This is I'm going to have to create rules is essentially what it's going to come down to. Like, there's a whole bunch of rules I'm going to have to create to make this happen. It's gonna twist my brain up like a pretzel. I'm gonna have pretzel brain. Help me, Lord Jesus. All right, pretzel brain. Let's see if we can get this right. We need to enable. I need to re-enable that. That has to be there. Now, that's for the real. If we go back to the digital, we're going to turn that off. So let us, we're going to copy this sub action. Let's go to the digital background. We're going to poste. I'm going to do hidden on this, and let's just see how well this works. It's where I know JSON would help. It's more I'm trying to figure out how to map this out that I can. Whoa. That's a cool effect. That's because I got two going. No, I don't. Wait, there's only one. Huh? Oh, it's because stream fog's on. Right. Okay. No. Ah. Okay, digital background. Hide that. Oh my God, I need somebody to be like a secretary. Okay. I'm a visual person, so I need to like visually map this out is what I need to get to. Ponte. Pont. Okay. First, I need to map out. Let me map out what we're doing for digital versus real. Okay, so we're doing. I can't. Oh, hey, text. Text is good. We like text. Okay. So digi/real, right? Okay. I'm gonna do that. So for this, wait, how do I move this? Oh, is this gonna be a pain in the ass?
The infamous duplicated capture as if your background wanted to join the show.
Yeah, that's
Very ambitious of
because
it.
on the nested scene, right screen. But like when I go down to where I've nested the camera, stream fog's enabled. So if I turn that off, now it's not so bad. Now down here at the bottom, that is from the basically the duplication. No. Where's that one? Oh, camera dupe. Yeah. The camera dupe for, what did I call this? For chatting. So when I go to this screen, that can go away. Because it's really just for this part. And that's because when I do the real version, so like, or my real background, like without digital effects, it's that way I can have me on top of these screens. So again, it's complicated, and that's why I'm getting lost in my own thoughts. Is the presentation of this? It takes thinking and whatnot. So maybe I need to break this down. Let me think. Should I should break this down by what goes into each one to work, right? Let's say that. Okay, so let's do original green screen. This is what would go into the original green screen. Then we're going to have one that will be no green screen. Okay. So this is what we're going to do is I'm going to basically try to list out what uses what and figure out what we need to have where. Because this is why I'm getting confused, is I need something to tell me what needs to be for everything. So, wow, I'm losing a lot of frames, it looks like. Why is that? Average time to render frame is high. Why? Just out of curiosity, if I stop the virtual camera, what happens? Nothing. Okay. It's not the virtual camera. It's something else that's running. Things I have to figure out. Okay. Left or center screen. Okay. So on the original green screen version, I need face cam copy. And that's in chatting. I ordered a sneak starter pack. Woo! Enjoy. I see that. Here's the thing that makes me angry is I wish I could get sponsored by them, but they aren't doing streamers anymore. They're now focused on TikTokers and Instagram peeps. And that really, it saddens me. Okay. Now, do I have any filters on this? Yes. Okay. So we have, let me do it this way. So we have the face cam and then NVIDIA background. I'll just put NVIDIA BG. Okay. Those are enabled. Actually, let me make that look like more of a sub of that. Okay, I know what those are. But yeah, I've tried Advanced GG, I tried Gamer Subs, I've tried G Fuel, and Sneak to me just beats all of them out. When it comes to overall flavor and like overall flavor and taste, and not having like that chalkiness and whatnot, Sneak wins. Like there's no chalky taste like G Fuel has, like Gamer Subs has. Advanced GG, it was just a little too overdone on the flavor. Where it felt more in your face, and I really like the more smooth, kind of subtle flavoring that Sneak does. Okay, camera dupe is only for the real. Okay, so no green screen. Camera dupe. Chatting. Okay. That needs to be enabled. Wait. Okay, OG. Let me make sure I'm getting this right, because now I feel like I'm getting confused. That needs face cam copy. That needs background removal. on this. I turn that on. Okay. That's not necessary. And the camera dupe is not necessary. Okay. So then if we go to this, I've tried a few, but last one was Flux. Not a fan, very bland flavor. I mean, some people might say that Sneak might be a little bland for them, especially if you're somebody who needs like a crap ton of flavoring in it. I think like one of my absolute favorite is Cherry Bomb. I think that is my favorite flavor of theirs. Outside of like limited edition, like they're normally available ones. Absolutely, Cherry Bomb is my go-to. Second up would be Blizzard because it's like a lemonade type flavor. And I love lemon. Like lemon flavor is just amazing. But there's one that I have been begging for them to do again, and that is their Blackout. That was the Black Cherry that they did for a Black Friday event. I wish they would do it. They would bring that Black Cherry back because it was by far my absolute most favorite flavor of all time. And still praying that one day we'll get it as a permanent. Okay, on the reel, if we go to this screen here, on the no green screen, it would have to be face cam copy. These are obviously NVIDIA off, except I think this one actually has it on. Yeah, okay. So face cam copied. And NVIDIA BG on there, and that's that way I can appear over the screens. Okay. All right. I think that's really all I need. Because facecam copy with the BG on the OG is necessary. Okay, what if I do chat on this? Okay, so on the no green screen, we can actually switch to the main one. Okay, so let's do that. On no green screen, we don't need camera dupe, right? Or wait, no, this is green screen. This is green screen. Oh, okay, we're on green screen. Green screen. This one.
Sir, this is your 5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
We can turn the copy off. Okay. All right, let me... Oh, come on. Oh, this is stupid. Why does Microsoft Paint suck? How do you edit text you've already put on? Can you not? Can you not edit the text that's already there? Layers. Oh, let me guess. This needs to be done in you. Other Smurfer. Wait a minute. Oh, Flash just started. Got it. I saw his, like, name pop up, and I'm like, what is that? This is... Okay. Go away. I'm going to try not to cry. Okay, so scene controls. Let me go into scene controls because I think part of my problem is going to be in here. So when I do switch to chat, these are the things that happen. What I need is intro, hidden. This is supposed to mute stuff and it doesn't. Oh no, because then it's going to depend on whether we're doing OG or real. Fuck. I swear to God, I'm going to be giving myself a headache on this. Okay, with this setup just in general, will it work? So this is working. Okay. Face cam copy off. Okay. What if that's an OG. Now, what if I do real? Now it's working. What the fuck? Why is this not doing anything? Like, why is this so confusing? Speaking of practical things I'm good at, I think my car broke again. But this time it's not the motor, so I can fix it myself. Ayo! Perfect! That's what we want. We want things we can fix, unlike me. I can't fix shit. I'm just gonna be a grouchy old fuck right now. God. Okay. Okay. I think I have an idea. Let's go in here. And we're going to do on the chatting screen. This is what I have the old man worked on, and this would be non-green screen. So we would need CPH, OBS set source visibility on damn it. Okay, on S chatting. In here, we want to do...
This is a reminder that ads will
Camera.
begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them.
Yeah. Face cam. And we're going to set that to false. Pretty sure it's just a wiper motor, and who needs windshield wipers anyway? Now, wait a minute. I can say I do, because I've actually had where a wiper motor went out, and then they smacked into each other and destroyed each other. Thank you, disembodied voice. You're welcome. Oh shit. I know where it's from. I know what game it's from. I don't remember its name though, because it's a game I don't play much. What is it? You guys know. If I give you the hint of what game this is from, you guys will probably get it. So here's your hint. Overwatch. I just don't remember the damn character's name. I don't know the freaking character's name. That didn't give me a hint. I don't know anything about Overwatch. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't really know much either. Yeah. It's like the hog one. What is the character's name? That Roadhog. See, I knew what it was. I knew what it looked like. I just couldn't remember the damn name. Okay. S. Chat. No, not scat. I'm not talking butts. And it's not chatting. It's just chat, dum-dum. That's what you named the theme. Point to me. Why? A character whose motto is likely, I'm big, I'm bad, and I'm here to hog all the fun. I don't hog all the fun, do I? I love you guys. Butt stuff? Everybody like butt stuff, except me, apparently. Ooh. Ooh. Daddy? Daddy, ooh. Ooh. Perfect timing, indeed. I don't know more than you guys. I know more about like this than you guys, maybe, but like you guys guaranteed know more about other stuff than I do. Here's the thing to always remember. Everyone you know is stupid about something, and everyone you know is a genius at something. Nobody's really stupid and nobody's really smart. We all have our specialties in both categories. I love the uwu. Well, you know, we have, the ultimate uwu. We have Alta uwu. How many people who haven't seen the ultimate uwu? Oh, wait. Is the ultimate uwu not available? No, it is. Not putting myself down, Overwatch, you had more on us too. I know my specialties. Fair enough. That is very fair. I feel like I need to extend this one just a little bit longer.
Sparky says he ain't time kawaii. Why you daddy?
Ooh, ooh, daddy. Ooh, me daddy. Hang on. I want to see what happened.
Richard Millennial says EIQ Tangley K. Meow over damn. Must have TAAA hand for oofty. Dinzo. Overwatching computers. Mute so much OSUPhoenix says biggest.
Iacus. Ayla says you were with me.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Sparky says we showed H.
Still one of the greatest things that I ever put on this stream. I swear to God.
Wretched Millennial says Jesus cheers tilde Naya.
I'll read the last one Wretched did. Jesus Christ. Have a whole stream like? Yes. So I'm still working on, I am still trying to figure out like how to do the stuttering and get it to work. So what the hardest part of trying to get text to speech to recognize how to stutter is basically telling it, like when you send the message out and it has like S-S-S, is to basically get, like, instead of sending the S's, you have to then take it out and do a character replace and put in, you know, an ES, is so to speak. So it would go SS or something like that. Like you have to basically manipulate text to the actual text that the text to speech will read. The giggle, anytime it says giggle in text, I have it replace giggle with basically what like these really random syllables, and I kept working it until I got the sound I wanted. Hang on while I pick up my jaw off the floor. Hello, Total Meh. Welcome on in on the kick side. I mean, come on, you got to admit, like, OSUPhoenix the stream is probably one of the coolest things that I've made. You got to admit. Okay, so I disable that camera. We need to turn on face cam copy. So that'll be true. It's very clever, yes. Well, and you know, you can thank Flash, because Flash was the one who like gave me the initial code to work with, and because he did that, I was like, well, fuck it, he already started it, I might as well finish it. And so that's kind of how that went. Okay, so for non-green screen, oh crap, there's a 0 there, that needs to go away. All right, let me save and compile. Let me just see what happens now when we try this. My body was not ready. Aw. Why not? Thank you, Flash. Right? Okay, so camera dupe did get turned off for that, which it should. This is for non-green screen. Now, if we were... What if we were in real? I think that's what I need to look at when I do this. So if we go to real background, okay, it's still good in the real background. However, because of the real no, camera dupe did not change. That's weird. Why? Why didn't that work midway through? Or is it, oh wait, it's because of what it's changing, isn't it? It's what it's changing. Oh, hang on. So, okay, we have it on real. Let me go to this, and then we're going to try it again, just to see what exactly happens. Ah, that's what I thought. Okay, so it did. So no matter what, it's going to drop us to this background. If we have that, if I turn this on, that doesn't do anything because it's disabling the background removals. And okay, I get it. I know what it is now. All right. So the question is when it's over, what happens? I don't mind if it switches out. What I may have to do is I may have to do a get filter where I basically say, hey, is this filter enabled? And if it is enabled, then it'll be like, cool. Then once it's over, we're going to trigger this to basically re-enable that. So yeah, it doesn't bring me back to the real, which is fine. So leaving it the way it is, if I hit this again, Everything. Okay, everything is restored. Okay. Not my proudest fap, but it's up there. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you fapping to me or to Felix? Who are you really fapping to? I mean, let's really discuss this. Who's your main fap of the day? I mean, here, let me help you. Oh, yes. Ooh, daddy. You know you like this.
OSUPhoenix says fat to me, Naya. Ayala says, oh, OSUPhoenix. Top, I mean, what? Your millennial says, oh, we also be back. Sparky says, we the stickers. OSUPhoenix says, what stuff? Just to Dallas says, what the H?
I walk in NW.
What'd you walk into, buddy? You know what you walked into. Don't act like you don't know, Jaster. Don't act like you're not impressed. Anyway, okay, so here I am on the old man. One thing I know I need to do in the main code of this is that these need to come at the bottom. So that. All right, let me try this again and see how smooth this transitions then. Not smooth as I would like, but we're working on it. I come in and talk about fapping to uwu. Yes. You know you like it. You fap to this face. You know you fap to this face. Oh, yes. You like the old man OSU. My balls hang down to kneecaps. Yes, you like. This is the worst Clint Eastwood movie I've ever seen in my life. Get off my lawn. I'm just sitting here trying to get Stream Fog to work the way I want it to. Okay. So, hang on, let's go back here. So when I move to work and chat, I've still got that camera dupe enabled. But I need that for real? Encoding overloaded. Oh. I'm overloading and encoding. I wonder if it's because I'm recording as well. I just saw the notification that I've got an encoding overload, which means I'm trying to encode too much. I wonder what I got to do on that. All right, let me stop the recording because I don't really need this video anyway. So if I stop recording, does that fix my problem? Probably not. Yeah, it's still sitting at like almost 17 milliseconds to render every frame. Oof. Okay, well, that's another issue I have to sit and figure out and solve. What all's eating up the computing cycles? Everything you're running, that's what. The thing is it shows I have plenty of room to work with on so much stuff. But I think it's really just the encoder that I'm overworking like crazy. Okay. So kiddos ortho passed away. And so no teeth were pulled today. Well, thank you for them 69 biddies. What an awkward time to put that up there. Her orthodontist passed away. Did they and they wouldn't do anything? They didn't even notify you? Like, how can you not notify a patient who's got an appointment coming up that their provider has died?
Yes, what indeed? The universe can't resist bringing back the bizarre. Existence is now an endless loop of weirdness. Buckle up.
I'm literally, like, I'm at a loss for words here. Specialist just told me. That is unbelievable. Okay, so it's not reaction scene. What if I turn off universal overlay? What happens then? Sorry, I'm just doing a quick check here. That's an awkward conversation to have in general, right? Like that, it's just really fucked up. We can't do your child's teeth today because the dude died. I mean, yeah, I'd rather know that he died. Like, there are times where things are just so fucked up that you need to know. And that one's fucked up. Like,
The classic so sorry a universal balm for awkward moments. It's the thought that counts. Unless it's in the game, then strategy reigns.
I'm sorry. That it just blows my mind that you would not reach out and contact patients who have upcoming appointments to let them know and say, hey, can we reschedule you with someone? God damn. That's a level of like, nope, not gonna say it. If I say it, I'm either gonna upset myself or I'm gonna upset more people. I wouldn't know as an office receptionist how to handle that. I would hide. I mean, part of your job as a receptionist is to be that first point of contact for information. That's the job. And I don't know, that blows my mind. Straight up blows my mind. Wow. That's why I'm not one. Exactly. It's not a job you would seek because
choice.
You wouldn't
Better
exactly be suited for it.
Than to risk being
That's the reason why I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to be an accountant and I won't have to deal with people. Fuck, I was wrong. Because they put me in the one spot in accounting where you have to deal with people because you're the guy who's handling the fraud cases. I didn't want to deal with those people, but they made me do it. No kiddo took it as, have a day of school. I mean, yeah. I mean, every kid's going to look at it that way. But at the same time, you know, the school can be like, well, you took your kid out of school and now you're doing it again. I mean, I don't know how your school is. Some schools are assholes like that. Mississippi. Well, I don't mind remote work, but I gotta deal with people. Yes. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm this stay-at-home dad, you know, and everything, and I work from home, obviously. And I will say I do get annoyed at times because anything that needs to be handled during basically work time, I'm expected to handle. Granted, wife's got a way more important, you know, gig than I do. However, really sucks to always have to be the person to be like, all right, I got to do this, and 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 I got to do. It just, I don't know. Anyway, small little complaint. Pardon me. I know the reaction. I had an interview and I was there waiting for an hour only to get told by the receptionist that she just got informed that the interviewer had lost her family and never let anyone know he wasn't going to be in. An hour. An hour. You sure you weren't on like Impractical Jokers? Are you sure it wasn't like, you know, Sal Volcano sitting there and making you wait an hour just for laughs? Unbelievable. Unfrickin' believable. That just. Ugh. Okay. That is upsetting. That is very upsetting. Mark this as original. Oh no! Thank you for the 11 biddies to make a bunch of people die. Oh, it's still running on the original. Crap. Okay. Well, that means I gotta change all of these. All right, so this is green screen off. I hate having to do this. Okay, non-green screen. Non-green screen off. Wait, did I change that one correctly? No. I'm okay. Okay, this was green screen on. There we go. This is going to be non-green screen on. Non-green screen on. Okay. You need to change you. This was non-green screen on. And this will be non-green screen off. I don't know why. Okay, whatever. Okay, let me. Okay. So it works. Maybe not as well as I wanted to, but it works. I guess kiddo goes to school tomorrow.
Sir, this is your 5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
I have the entire family here for the next 4 days. They all have a 4-day weekend, so I'm trying to cope with that because I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm not looking forward to it. They're going to make me go out of the house. They're going to make me go do things. I 100% guarantee they're going to make me go on a hike. I do not want to go on a hike. I do not like hiking. Hiking is not my thing, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. He reached out to me to reschedule. I said, due to the lack of communication that was given to your receptionist, I will not take up the offer. Punctuality is so important to me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Throwing it back at him like that, though, it's fantastic. It's so fantastic. Okay. Trying to think. What is going to be the best way to approach this? Bra. What am I doing? I want to enable this. There we go.
A revolutionary Friday concept. Half days for half the chaos. Brilliant. If only adult life came with a similar manual.
Adult life has manuals? Can I have one? I needs it. I know with my kiddos' school, they have half days on Fridays for the reason to schedule things on Fridays, not just for students, but teachers. Since doing that, they have not had many teachers missing days, as well as students. Well, see, and that's cool. One of the things that they do, like, they have, like, Alaska did this, and here in Washington, they do this, where one day a week, they start an hour late. And that is to give teachers the professional development time. I don't know what that exactly entails, but they have, the teachers are still there at the same time all the time, but the kids show up an hour later here on Wednesday. And that is a professional development time for the teachers. And I think it's where they get together and they like basically try to make sure everything comes together the way it's supposed to, I guess. I don't know. It's a little weird though. I still like try to adjust to that idea that one day a week, we just start late. I'm trying to think how I want to do this for differentiating between I know how I'll do this. Oh my God, why didn't I think of this? Oh my God, I am such a dum-dum, but I now know what I'm going to do. That's also an approach. Yeah, it's been fine. Like, it is what it is. It gives the girls a little extra time. They get to do a little bit of sleeping in one day a week. And since they do it on Wednesday, it's just like it gives them a little bit of a boost to get through the rest of the week. So... ready to feel old? I don't know. The classic viral video, Shiz. Oh my God, Shiz is 20 years old? That's fucking crazy. Shoes are $300 fucking dollars. Let's get them.
This is a reminder that ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do a global set. We're going to do it that way. Variable name. Variable name is going to be stream look. We're going to set this to the value. Oh, wait. Actually, no. Hang on. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do it as true false? I should probably do it as true false. I know who that is!
Ah, the suspense is palpable. It's like a game of charades, but with more pixels
it only
and
happened last year.
dread.
Well, don't we
Let
all
the
wish?
guessing begin.
Very good, Jaster. So what are we fixing today? I'm trying to... what the title says, I'm working on stream fog. I'm just trying to think of... because of the difference we have between... the difference I have between...
Max, is that the character or the sound of your brain processing this twisted revelation?
Non-green screen background
By the way,
and green
things
screen
just
background.
got more
So to speak.
interesting.
It has created complications, and so I'm like trying to figure out how to make the complications less. And I think I finally figured it out. How about we do it? I'm going to call it stream background. I guess I'm just going to do real digi. Or no. Ooh. We'll just do this. Fake background. Bam. Fake. This would be fake background is false. Got this. Okay, and then on the digital background, paste the sub action. So fake background. Is it a fake background? It is. So we're going to make it true. Oh, I capitalized the F. Oh, it's automatically capitalizing. Interesting. I'll have to make sure of that. So now if I was to do this, and I go up to my global variables, go to non-persisted, fake background, false, correct. Now it should change when I do OG. Woohoo! Okay, now I can fix this. Now I know what I need to do. Okay, I've got a flag in there for basically, if it's this, do this. If it's this, do this. Okay. Okay, now, in StreamFog main code, bam. Let me get rid of these. I'm going to take these two lines out here. Kapow. Format this. All right, we're going to come down. We're going to make a new bool. Bool. This will be real background. I'm so glad I figured this out. Okay, so if the real background, or this is to enable real background, I would say, right? Yeah. Let me make sure I'm. This is what we need to make the real background work. So we're going to have one for real background, and then I need to do another one for Digi background mon. Digi background mon. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. I'm doing that right? Okay, so if I have the real background enabled, format real quick. Okay, so real background. Let me go do this. What's active here? Okay, face cam copy. Face cam copy and dupe. Okay. Face cam copy is true. That is false. We need to make the dupe also. CPH. OBS set. Source visibility. Oops, sorry. Okay, we're going to set the source visibility of this. Of camera. Oops. Do that every time, I swear to God. Camera. Dupe for. How did I actually write this out? Okay, camera, dupe for, and then chatting. Like that. This will also be true. Then we return true. Okay. So that's the setup if we have the real background enabled. I know, Digimon was awesome, right? Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Oh, we got movie side.
Aw, crap. Okay. Oh, dear God. Fill up the corn, span it for corn. Yep, I remember this. Good old Tom Cruise. Hey. Why are you even asking? You know why Jaster did it. Did I miss anything I nodded off while watching? I don't think so. Jesus. Have you never seen this? It's so pointless. You have done worse. This is very true. There have been far worse that he has given us. Yay, Tom Cruise! But see, this is nowhere close to being as good as Charlie. He's not a magical Leopleurodon. Yay. Ah, ah, ah. And now that we have pissed off... Wait a minute, what the hell? Okay. It's still running on the old code. We'll fix it. Okay. I'm pretty sure that also pissed off YouTube a little bit more, so that'll be fun. Okay, what am I doing? Digi background. Okay, on the digital background, that needs to be false. Facecam copy should be true. And camera dupe should be false. Okay. Actually, wait a minute. Instead of doing facecam copy, shouldn't I be doing Elgato? Yes. So, we need to make that true. And this false. Basically, it kind of has to be the opposite. Oh, yep. Forgot the return true statement. There we go. Okay. Save and compile. Now, we go back up. And... no. Yes, no. Yes, no. Shall I bring back the Carol Channing puppet? No! Please, God, no. Please, for the love of God, no. I will immediately cancel that redeem. I am not sitting through another one of those. Absolutely not. Okay, so I set it So in the action that itself, should I do it in the code? Okay, let me think about this. Should I do it in the code? I probably should. Yeah, let's do it in the code. Okay, okay. All right, no green screen on. So we're going to do if how do I want it? We need I think I need a string, don't I? I'm getting that alien gas station game. Roadside Research. What? I haven't heard of this game. Hang on, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Oh, it's right there. So did this just come out? Roadside Research. 1 to 4 player co-op gas station simulator, except you're aliens and undercover. Do very human things like restocking shelves while preparing for the invasion. Just don't get caught.
Ah, a dramatic no, the cry of a soul torn between reality and the harsh truths of existence. Truly a Shakespearean moment.
Oh, shit! Oh my god, yes! Yeah. That's added to the cart. Soon as I know we're paid, I'm buying that. That just looks too freaking fun. Oh my god, that looked amazing. I will 100% play that with you, Crow. Oh my god, yes. Okay, let's do CPH. Try get arg. Or no, not try and get arg. Shit. Okay, let's try this again. CPH. Get global variable. And this would be a string because of how I labeled them. Get global variable string. What did I save the variable as? Did I save it as fake background? I think that's what I did. I'll have to relook it up. Out. We're just going to set it as out BG. That'll be the string name. I think I did that right. Wait, what did I screw up? Oh, okay. Missing that for one. Okay. Oh, and I put sting, not string. Dum-dum. That's why it wasn't doing what it was supposed to. The name BG does not exist in the current context. Ugh. String BG equals nothing. Nope. Leave it blank. Argument 2 may not be passed with out keyword. Or maybe it's out string. which means this can go away. What? What do you mean? You need to look at the documents because you're a dum-dum. Yeah, I'm totally getting that. You know, sometimes a little perspective is all you need. I was sitting in traffic going nothing miles an hour, and a cyber truck drives past me. Could be worse. Could be in a cyber truck. Yes. You could be in a death trap called a cyber truck. I literally do not understand why people buy that. Other than the fact that they think it's a status symbol. And the thing is, it's not as great of a status as they want to believe. The fact that it can not tow anything because the actual hitch, the hitch is not attached to the frame like it's supposed to be, like on every other truck. No, the hitch is attached to the bumper. So as soon as you actually are pulling a load, your bumper's coming off. Not to mention, you can take 2 fingers and up the frickin' pillar. You can peel off the frickin' stainless steel right there at the support pillar in the front. No tools required. You can literally do it with 2 fingers. Like, it is shittily put together and you're paying a stupid amount of money for it. People in Cybertrucks, I just wish they would understand. I really do. Oh, that's right. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay. So this would be because it's a temp global. Needs to be false. But over here, we would do string BG equals, right? Haha! That makes sense. Literally, they're horribly made. Oh, God, yes. Like, somebody, I saw somebody put up, I don't know if it was TikTok, Twitter, or something like that, social media somewhere, where they're like, people are saying that Elon Musk isn't a genius scientist. And that he's just a con artist. It's exactly what he is. Because here's the thing, that this is what, like, okay. Elon Musk was basically an investor. Mark and Martin here, those are the guys who actually invented the technology. They're the ones who actually started Tesla. They're the reason why Tesla exists. And so Elon Musk, guess what? He didn't do anything other than swipe it out from those two and blow it up. And now all these other projects he has no involvement in. He's not a genius. As much as he wants to pretend he is, he's not. He literally just piggybacks off of everybody else's successes. So when people get all Elon Musk crazy about something, I'm like, nah. Sorry, Elon has nothing to do with what makes Tesla Tesla. My brother is a service manager for Tesla and hates Tesla more than anyone I've ever met. But more so hates their clientele. Some people walk in and they go, hey, my car is broken. I can't drive it. My full self-driving is disabled. Drive it like a normal car. I know, right? It's okay. If I remember right, they're getting ready to ban the self-driving thing. If BG equals...
The difference between investor and inventor, one fattening wallets while the other conjures dreams. It's the classic financial masquerade.
I've been saying that for years. He's an investor, a wallet. He's not an inventor. Exactly. And I think that's where I really have always gotten really upset with people who become Tesla hounds, essentially. I'm like, stop. Just stop. And then I also do this. If you want to get an electric vehicle, if you're going to go for an electric vehicle, go for Rivian. Go for this company over Tesla. The biggest reason why is they actually put time and effort into developing the vehicle to where it's actually made with a build quality. That, if you slam the door shut, the entire, paneling isn't just going to fall off because you close the door a little hard. That happens apparently on all sorts of models of Tesla, but this actually has build quality. This actually has quality control. So if you want an electric vehicle, go with something that actually cares about what they built. Like, that's my thing. Whenever we're on the road, my dad always stays a few car lengths back behind a Tesla and says, in case it bursts into flames. Yes. Exactly. Like, I've thought about, like, oh man, I'm also closer to, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm over here in EV land. I really am. I do see quite a few Rivians on the road. And I know they look a little funky, they're a little different, but they function, they're an EV, and it actually looks like a damn truck. It looks like it actually intends to exist. And then, of course, the SUV model. They're working on the popular, models that exist. And granted, the pricing, not exactly the greatest, starting at $73,000 is what they start at. Not exactly cheap, but at least it has build quality. Some of the Fisker EV cars have solar panels on the roof. I always like that. See, and that's the thing. I'm like, why don't some of these EV vehicles have solar paneling already built in to where when you're driving on a sunny day, you could probably even go even further. And I know they have more than one battery pack in them. They have two. So why not use one up? When it's used up, you switch to the other battery while the solar panel charges the other one. Like, it just seems like that would be a smarter way to go. Is it going to, make you be able to drive unlimited? No, absolutely not. There's not enough sun power in the world to make you be able to do that. However, it does add to the range. And I think adding to the range is important. So, I don't know. I personally, I don't think I'd ever really want to get an EV unless they can get it, one, to a price that I could actually afford, and two, they can basically make charging stations as readily available as gas stations, is what it would have to come down to. So, okay. If fake background is false, so it's not a fake background, we're going to do
5-minute warning. Twitch is demanding advertisements.
I think I did that right. I'm inclined to say that the idea of a diesel motor in an electric vehicle to be used for range extension charging and not actually driving, I think that's the way to go. I think there's a way you can do a combination of, diesel and EV that would work. I also think that it is entirely possible because I know, I think it's Honda. I think it's Honda that has been working on a hydrogen engine system And I think that it's entirely possible that you could take the hydrogen, a hydrogen engine, combine it with an EV, and I think you could have a really solid system to be 100% clean, you know, or at least 100% clean in use, and have a ridiculously long, like, mileage to where you wouldn't have to worry about, you know, running out, because you'd probably go further with hydrogen and EV, the hybrid system of that. You'd probably go farther than you would with a gas and EV. My thought, but I could be wrong. But again, there's so many possibilities. I'm not an engineer in any way, shape, or form, so I could be misinformed on a lot of things. I just think it's a smarter tactic to move away from the gas and oil. And a lot of that is because the gas and oil industry is
just remember,
beyond
it's great for fuel,
fixing.
But still not a solution for your relationship issues.
Hydrogen is the way, but not much of it around yet. Well, yeah. This is where I actually am a supporter of something Elon Musk is doing, and that is trying to get to Mars. I am a supporter of venturing outside of our planet, because the only way we're going to get things to actually be somewhat sustainable is we've got to get off this planet. We've got to start. Yep, that's about right. We have to get off this planet because we're already overpopulated here. We're already wrecking everything. And the only way we're going to ever fix anything is we've got to get outside of our own home here. So that I can agree with Musk on, and I applaud his efforts on it. However, the fact that there is no quality control on his shit is why I'm like, give somebody else the reins. This is where I wish, like, funding for NASA wasn't such a taboo thing when it comes to our government. NASA was fantastic, but it's only convenient when it's for political gain. That's the part that sucks. These things only happen if it's convenient for political gain. Wait, what? 14. Oh. Do I have to put this? No. 14. Canonics implicitly converts type string to bool. Oh crap. All right. Let me save that. I need to look at code to remember what I'm supposed to do here. Again, like I said, when it comes to writing code, I'm pretty garbage at it. I can understand it great. I can read it and go, ah, that's what it meant. Let's try and catch.
This is a reminder that ads will begin in 30 seconds. Please be ready for them.
Okay. Oh, okay. If that. Okay. I see where I went wrong. Anyway, I feel weird. I feel like I've been ranting about stuff. I feel like old man screaming at cloud. I am so sorry. Please forgive. So. I think that's expected. Who's that? Who's that? Not Pokemon! Oh, god damn it. All right, C#. If. How do I. If condition. Okay, so I did that part wrong. Okay. Like that? Cool. I come on for the rants and stay for the camaraderie. Oh, well, that's good. Don't come here to learn anything. I don't want to learn. Learning is terrible. AG is false. Then we need to do this. I think I need to put that after it. Okay, there's that.
Ah, Citra my. The Queen of Let's Make Bad Decisions Together. A classic example of beauty and existential dread.
HBO just announced a TV adaptation of Baldur's Gate. Really? Huh. I've got to fix Felix to make him like not respond to himself in other channels. You know, okay, so if it can't go from string to a bool, because it's in a string. Why is it trying to go to a bool? I did. There it is. Found it. Then I can put the else statement in here. Else. We would do digi background? Yes. Else run this. Aha! It compiles correctly. Okay. Now I got to add it to all of these. Format, compile, everything looks good. Yay! So the flags are set then. So let's go ahead. I'm going to move to this. And let's put it in real. So that way we know that's set. Now, let's test. Okay! Great news, everybody. Okay. So when it turns off, I have it to where it's correct turning on. Now I've got to think about how to turn it off. So basically I have to be able to reverse the process. I put it in everything. Might have been a bad idea. Because that's just going to set everything to the way it was. Okay, so how am I going to make it go the opposite way then? Let me think. I'm just happy that things work the way they're supposed to. But the thing is, now I've got it to go backwards. So I think I'm going to have to do it as real background on and real background off. Right? Well, no, because that's how it should be. The problem is if it switches. Okay. Oh, thank you for the luck. Appreciates. Okay. Because we still have camera dupe that's enabled. You can see it in the back. And if I was to go to this, like you can see that the duplication is still there. So if we're on the real background, it's going to switch all those. Hello, Tuss. Joseph. How you doing? So so what I want it to be able to do is when it's over, I want it to revert back. So we're going to do another public bool because I like to be able to access my methods. Real background revert is what I'll call it because I'm so clever with names. And so what needs to happen when we do real? Let me make sure I'm seeing this again. We go here. We need grab all these. Copy. Wait. Basecamp copy is true. That okay. So that actually needs to come at the. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, I see. What I'm doing is when I enable it, I'm basically like, hey, do this. That doesn't need to be there. So if I'm in real, or maybe did I do the, yeah, do that. Did I put it as fake background? Let me make sure I get the spelling correct here. Maybe that's a problem. I don't know. I'm going to learn. I'm going to fix. It's going to be amazing. How am I? I'm doing better. I'm getting there. I'm still a little tired. Yap Yap? Wait, which one was Yap Yap? Oh, this is the one. Oh, yeah. Where if you say the wrong words, you'll like blow up. Is that the one? Yeah.
Yup,
I'm adding that
the
to the cart, too.
universal affirmation of navigating the absurdity of life, like saying yes to a three-legged race
this is
with
the
a
one where
flamingo.
you have certain words you cannot say. Oh no, that's Cursed Companions. Which one's this one then? Where you and up to 5 friends are minions summoned by a wizard. Hang on. We'll just move it over. Okay. To break into their rivals' towers to cause mayhem, try to fulfill your vandalism target with an assortment of spells while avoiding magical beasts and monsters that protect the tower. Interesting. But you have to say the magical spells for them to work? You can pee in the game. Fantastic. All right. Okay. We have all these games that we need to play, and I don't play them nearly enough. Anyway, it's added to the cart. A bonus for any video game. Peeing in the game, right? Okay, global variable. What is what are we set to here? Just fake background currently is false, so it's not the fake background. Correct. Okay. So when we go in here, fake background. That is correct. Okay, it is a false. Yes. So if the fake background is false, it should do real background. So the first thing it's going to do would be turning that off, making sure that those are supposed to be the way they are. But then what happens? Sets that to false, sets mirror to false, sets stream fog to true. Correct. I think what I'm going to do is switch this around like that. Maybe it'll make it less janky. Okay. So let's do the old man and see how it all goes. Still filters me out. Still takes a minute, but it works. Now, the question is, when it's over, can I get it to come back? Which is going to require filters to be disabled. Well, no, because that's what non-green screen off should do. So when the green screen goes off, it should be returning everything to where all that stuff is visible again. I'm making progress. I really am making progress. It's just a matter of getting it to be where I need it to be. And of course, doing this kind of stuff, it's a lot of trial and error, and you've got to sit and go, what did I set up? How did I do it wrong? So background removal for one of these is not doing what it's supposed to. So when we go to non-green screen off, it's doing the exact same things, isn't it? True, false, false. So the face cam is supposed to come back on the non-green screen off. This didn't work. No, that's under the... Oh. Okay. Well, no, because then I got should be false. So the real background should come up. And with real background, that's turned off. Face cam copy is on. Camera dupe for chatting is on. So which filter is supposed to be turned? I think it's the camera dupe. No. Here? No. So it's under this camera. Is it under the scene filter? No. Okay. So on the actual face cam, Elgato face cam. So if I turn that off, that puts everything back. Okay. That's important. Okay, so for real background, we need to put in here CPH. Now that I know, video background removal. I'm also trying to make sure that you guys can still see what's going on, and I'm not. It's not just me. Just hi, it's my face. Okay, OBS set filter state. And this needs to be this one right here. Actually, let me just grab. Yeah. I believe 0 is enabled. I am Rod Burgundy. Okay. Compile-ish. Okay, save and compile. Okay, exit studio mode. Okay, we're on reel.